Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Vikings going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
First and goal here from the 9. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their mobile quarterback doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 53 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we can put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 55 yards. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
The left side caught by Diggs. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here we go now. Here we go.
Diggs going in motion right. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Still 9 yards to go on third down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. A good pick up there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go now. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
Looking to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Bullock will put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. They run the counter now on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal here from the 2. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And now out comes Minnesota. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
The slot man in motion right. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go now. Back no. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Play action. They'll throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
Let's go. What's in there? Leopard.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go now.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The Falcons send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Diggs going in motion right. Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. It's complete to Chris Conley. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a first down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. The stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 28, the 40, 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and a mile. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Vikings on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Minnesota, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
You